Karina. I am working on some North Node readings, doing astrology and tarot, trying to figure out what's going on with the North Node. It keeps coming up in my readings. So I keep thinking we must be being shifted somehow. So I'm just checking with um, each sign. So if you don't know what your North Node is, just Google your whole birthday. And it'll just tell you what your North Node is. The North Node changes about every 18 months. So Virgo North Node, it says, part of your purpose is to develop healthy routines and embrace structure to achieve your goals. Virgo is an earth element, grounded, reliable, and organized, paying attention to details and perfectionism. Virgos are naturally intelligent and love a good puzzle. They are creative problem solvers, so the universe is pushing you to develop problem solving skills when you're in the North Node. So you're trying to figure out how to problem solve. That's kind of cool. So with your North Node in Virgo, your South Node would be in Pisces. So that could feel like you're ruled by your emotions. And your South Node is like kind of the comfort zone of the two. Like the North Node stretches our boundaries, but the South Node is what makes us feel comfortable. So your South Node is in Pisces, so you probably feel ruled by your emotions. You may struggle with making logical decisions. You might empathize with others too deeply, neglecting your own needs to care for theirs. To reach your full potential, you need to balance logic and emotions and prioritize self-care to maintain your own well-being. You are a creative dreamer, but you struggle to ground yourself in the material world so that you can make these dreams a reality. Develop a consistent daily routine to get things done. An energizing morning routine, positive affirmations, a morning workout, and a healthy nighttime routine, meditating and journaling or reading. With the Pisces South Node, you tend to lose yourself in others, always putting others first. So make sure to pursue your own interests and develop a healthy sense of self. So you're coming in on a South Node of Pisces, and I bet you that so far your emotions have ruled you. Like you are an emotional person. Okay, angels, spirits, guides, can you give me some messages for Virgo North Nodes? What's happening in their life right now? What are they learning, developing? What skills are they working on? King of Scrolls. That's the King of Swords, so it could be about communication, could be about, gaining more knowledge. This is the Five of Roses, and it's saying that there's a big change for a child. I feel like that's a message for someone. The other message for that is, looking at things from a child's kind of point of view, It looks like you're examining everything. It's called the garden. So it looks like you're just really curious, about every little bug, every little flower, every little root. And the next one is the Buddha prepares. So this is like the Hangman card. And so it's kind of like you could feel like you're in a stuck spot, but you're not. You're actually preparing to step into your power. So this is kind of talking about going inside and preparing for the next chapter, understanding things on a deeper level, possibly heart chakra opening here. So you guys might be, working on those kinds of things right now. How maybe you're doing this as a morning routine. Remember it says develop healthy routines, so maybe you'll find yourself doing yoga. Okay, so the community card comes in under the King of Scrolls. Let's just get all the cards out here and see what they're saying to us all at one time. I feel like, honestly, for the Virgo North Nodes right now, I feel like you're learning a couple of big soul lessons. I feel like one of them is kind of like tapping into your higher self, possibly channeling, or possibly, hearing the other side. Something's coming in here that's new. You're understanding a connection that you didn't know before. And possibly that's why the Buddha prepares is here. Like, it's just something. Like, if you, when you start to get to this place where it looks like you are, I feel like you're understanding the bigger picture of who you are and what your purpose is. And the Buddha prepares. And then the next card is the Akashic Library. This is about kind of writing your story. It's like you get this new information in the Oracle of Delphi, and it says, I am the Oracle. Messages from Spirit come through me. And this Akashic Library is like, what do you do with that information now that you know it? It's the number 1 card, so that's the Magician card in the regular tarot deck, right? So this could be about, like, learning about manifesting stuff. Like, maybe you're really working on that and understanding that. But the Oracle of Delphi is about you being a channel, someone that Spirit talks through. And the Akashic Library is about writing something. It's about writing your own story. It's about writing a book. It's about self-creation. It says on here, write one thing that you can do and then do it. Anything can happen. Just write one thing. What is one thing you could do? Write it down and then do it. It's also talking about making a conscious effort to manifest the life you want. Like, because you're getting aware of it here with the Oracle. You're getting information about something about your soul. Now, what are you going to do with it? That's the big question. And I feel like, okay, so what's going to help you, like, get through this? First of all, you get some knowledge here. And honestly, you're really tapping in. You're really noticing things. This Buddha Prepares card, this yoga that you're up to here, is really changing the way you see things. Like, you are looking from new eyes, You're looking from new eyes than you were before. Something new. It's knowledge, right? And as far as the Oracle of Delphi goes, I feel the way you're going to learn about this is somehow brought in by your community, someone in your community, and you deciding to make a commitment. You know what I mean? Maybe a commitment to whatever this knowledge is that you have. You know, maybe it's helping other people, the community card. You know, you have new knowledge on maybe how to do it. Six of Pentacles, Six of Keys, the increscent moon. So I feel like not only is this, whatever you're doing here, spiritually beautiful, it's also increasing your money. Like it says, whatever you're working on here with the community card and this King of Swords, you get the knowledge while you're in meditation, I feel like. You know? Anyway, I feel like I don't know. Are you teaching people? Are you having classes? The Oracle of Delphi. Maybe you're making a commitment to help a group of people, a certain group of people. I'm not sure. But what you'll be doing is you're trying to become a problem solver in the Virgo North Node. So maybe you're helping people solve problems that they're in. I don't know. The Akashic Library, the story you're telling, this could be directly related to this money card because the Ascent is here. So I feel like what it's saying here is that, you know, it's been a big mountain. Your life has been a big mountain and you've gone through a lot of stuff. It's taken a long time. You've had to be meticulous almost, you know, and being with your South Node, like, right? So you've been in this South Node probably for a lot of this climb, which is very emotional. It's putting other people first. The South Node in Pisces, right? You lose yourself in other people. But when you get to the top of this mountain, which I suspect is coming very soon, you realize that when you really try, remember that one thing over here? Write one thing that you can do and then do it, because you can make anything happen. And then this Ascent card comes out right next to it. It's like when you get to the top of this mountain, all these emotional things, and you're on there and you're just looking like, wow, you're looking back and you're like, I cannot believe how far I've come. Look at how far the bottom is. I made it. I cried a lot of tears. I got a lot of scrapes and skinned knees, you know. I even stubbed my toe. But I did it. And I can really do anything. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's something going on that is very emotional. It could be about this child here. You know, because something is happening with the child is one of the messages. So that might not apply to everyone, but it applies to someone. Some big change, some big hurdle, some big problem, right? And this could even be talking about this and the commitment card, Ace of Cups. It's about love. It's about showing love. And honestly, it could even be saying like you went through it already in your Pisces South Node. You know all about it. And maybe you're committed to do something to help that child, to change something for that child. Well, that's super deep, huh? Let's see. Let's see if we can get any more messages. Let's clarify the three major arcanas, your soul stuff. We'll clarify first, find power within. Find power within, purpose and direction. It's about meditating. What do you want to say about this, Spirit? Yeah, I feel like this is something that you have transformed into. You know, like I don't think you've always done it, I think this is something new that you're learning or that you have recently just started. But it's kind of like the key to your transformation, the key to your reality changing, the way you see your life, being able to rewrite your story from a different perspective. You know, it's like looking from the top of this mountain and realize like how far you've really come and how much struggle it was to get there. And also like what you learned. I bet you don't make the same mistake twice while you're scaling a mountain. You know, maybe you do. But whatever it is, I feel like you have an opportunity to help someone and you already know the way. You already know the way. This is Mars energy that could be moving you to change this. Tell me about the Oracle of Delphi. Oracle of Delphi. I feel like this might have happened over the summertime months. Maybe where you learned about it or something like that. Or it could have been you could have found a twin flame. Or someone that mirrored behavior to you that kicked you into the dark night of the soul. And I feel like while you're in the shadow, when you're in the dark night, that's where we go in and we start meditating. We start talking to spirit, like what the heck is going on? And spirit's like, hey, I'll tell you what's going on. You're the oracle, man. And you have a lot of shit to teach a bunch of people. And here's the truth of it. If you wouldn't have had the Pisces South Node and lived through all that emotional stuff and looked at it from that emotional spot, how could you ever help anyone? That was all valuable information. And you did it. That's what. You can't teach something that you didn't already learn. You know? And Spirit is saying, like, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of it. You know? Like this dark night just wakes you up. You know? So, whatever happened to wake you up, I mean, I feel like you're figuring out, like, this part, like, it was super worth the climb. You know what I mean? It was worth it. It was worth the commitment. Tell me about the Akashic Library Spirit. What's going on here about Virgo North Nodes? What are they fixing? You're fixing some kind of feeling about rejection and loss. Disharmony triggers conflicts, and you're learning how to alchemize that. And I feel like this is knowledge that you already have, you know, in your soul. You already know how to change the rejection. It's to find the blessing. It's to find the gift. And you are. You know, I feel like you have ancestors around you while this is happening. Yeah, because there's a rebirth. Like you're starting to look at things different. I feel like you're looking at it now from more of a soul's perspective, you know, instead of your ego or your human, your scared part, you know, like, or the emotional part of the Pisces, right? And you're kind of like turning into like a pretty stable, solid channel for spirit about your experiences, and you're grateful for it, you know? I mean, you get to this top of this mountain and you realize, like, wow, look what I've done. So what's coming? Like, what do they see from the top of that mountain? Show me what they're seeing at the top of the mountain. How are they seeing life? Stable. They're seeing the change. They're seeing the growth. You know, like you went from this emotional Four of Cups to a solid, stable King of Pentacles. And that's the energy that is you, Virgo. You know? It's earth energy. And what you're doing is you're looking at how far you came. Because your life has been pretty sad and you're like, whoa. Like I thought I just pretty much wasted my life in the tree. You know? And Spirit's like, oh my God, no. Look at all the stuff you learned. You know? Look at how far you've come. You were about growing into the tree and now you're the King of Pentacles. Bravo, North Node in Virgo. It looks like it was a really emotional life before, you know? Living in the emotions. And so that carries over into this life. So you've probably spent the early part of your life being pretty emotional, but I mean, it's changing. And you're choosing to change it as the thing, you know? You're getting some kind of downloads here. And it could even be in your community, like you realize where you need to help, or you need you see someone that you could somehow assist, something like that. Anyway, that's all I have for you. I hope that made sense, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.